gentlemen, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Thank you for Allah Almighty for blessing us as always in every condition, who never let us alone and always lead us, even we are in the darkness. At a second, I want to say special thanks to Mulia University by LPPM for hosting such wonderful event in this very nice day so that we can share together about technology, productivity, and career awareness. And then the third, I also want to say thank you very much for our special guest, Mr. Sanjith Gowda. Hello, Mr. Sanjith. Thank you for pleased to share with us, sharing about your knowledge and experience, especially in technology. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Linda Fauziyah. I will guide you for this symposium in this morning. Before we start our agenda this morning, let's pray together, and it will be led by Mr. Rizky Zulkarnain. Hello, Mr. Rizky Zulkarnain. Good morning, Pak. Mr. Rizky, please lead us to pray together so that we can do our activity this morning well. Mr. Rizky, time is yours. gentlemen, our next agenda, let's we invite Mr. Richie Hardy. Mr. Richie Hardy is a PhD candidate from University Technical Malacca, Malaysia, as head of LPPM Mulia University. And this morning, Mr. Richie will deliver his welcome speech for this symposium. Mr. Richie, please welcome. Sorry, Mr. Richie, we do not hear your voice here. Hello, Mr. Richie. Okay, yes. Yes, please, Pak. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Richie. Thank you for hosting us symposium so that we can share together. Okay, for the audience, don't worry, I also will translate what Mr. Sanjith tell us in Bahasa Indonesia. Okay, Sanjith, I also will translate your subject in Bahasa, yeah? So don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start our activity today, I want to inform you that Mulia University, we have 11 major, yeah, 11 major for 3 faculty. We have Faculty of Health and Humanera, Faculty of Economic and Business, and Faculty of Informatics. And as our tagline for as Global Technopreneur Campus, we have a concern in research and innovation, especially in technology and also entrepreneurship. And today, we will prepare for our topic about technology and productivity and also career awareness. Before we start our agenda today, I want to introduce about the keynote speaker this morning. Yeah, Mr. Sanjith M. Gowda. Now he is as a Deputy Manager of Research and Development for electric company in India. It is a company for electric motorcycle. And Mr. Sanjith have done for some project such as vector extension for image processing, IoT bell system for college, and also face recognition system for automated attendance in classroom. Now, Mr. Sanjith also Master of VLSI from PES University India, isn't it? Yeah. And He also graduation of Electronic and Communication Bachelor from India. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start, we give a time for Mr. Sanjith. I have some slide for you. I want to show you about my slide. Okay, can you see it? Okay, good. Okay, I have some data about technology productivity can create awareness. And let's we see together. This is about global IT growth in the world. Yeah, the information technology has grown year by year until today, and in a pandemic era, we know that most of us using the internet. Using the internet. Significant growth. It happened in 2019, 2020, through now. It's not only in Indonesia, but also in the world, and I'm sure India also have an IT growth significantly in the recent year. And this is the data from Indonesia about Technology Development Index published by Statistics Department. The technology has developed in the last 6 years, for the growth average 7.69%. It means that it's good news for us that our society were with the technology, and technology is part of our needed in our life. Go. This is a good data, If we see the growth of technology development in the world, we have 6 countries in Asia Pacific that the employee use or have a digital skill. But unfortunately, we are, especially Indonesia and India, still left behind from Australia, Singapore, Korea Selatan, and Japan. And we hope after we sharing together about this technology, it will give contribution for our country, especially Indonesia and India, so that we have a good technology awareness, isn't it? Yeah, Sanjith, I'm sure that you agree with me. Ladies and gentlemen, okay. The next good news is internet user in the world during the pandemic in 2019. It's about 55% of population in the world using the internet. It is a big amount that more than a half population in the world is aware with the internet. And in 2021, it's grow up to 63% population in the internet, population in the world using the internet. And I'm sure since the pandemic era in the world, and not only in Indonesia, in India also got a pandemic COVID-19, and most of activity, even it is in education, in office, doing using the internet. Now we are familiar with Zoom meeting, with Google Classroom, with sharing data by Google Drive, with social media, and etc. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, if we talk about the productivity, sorry for the technical problem. Today we also will discuss about the productivity. The productivity is tell us about how to empowering capital, human resource, and technology in the production process. So, in productivity, in productivity, it is as a key for successful in getting the profit for a company or for a business. Peter Drucker, say that without productivity objective, a business doesn't have direction. Without a productivity measurement, a business doesn't have a control. So it means that productivity is very important for every business. Okay. There are 6 indicators that can decide the productivity. The first is employee education level. Employee education level. So all of you who are still in senior high school and in university, you have a big opportunity to perform in the work field when you are graduate from school or from university. And the second is health. Of course, if we do not have any healthy condition, we cannot perform good wherever is it. And then the third is about environment. Environment, it means that environment in the work area, with our college, with customer, with stakeholders, and etc. And then the fourth is about management. Management will also influence the productivity for everybody. Management will decide how to set up the goal, how to raise it, and how to evaluate it. And then the fifth is motivation. We know that everyone should have motivation. It is from internal motivation or external motivation. Internal motivation, it can get by personal willingness or passion, but for external motivation, it can cause by compensation and then career level and etc. And the last is productivity also indicate by how we maximize the technology. Technology will make our life easier and we can do everything faster. We can do many things in a short time. We can do much or many activity in limited time. Okay, next I want to show you about this picture. Wherever we are, when we haven't work in a company or at school or whatever is it, we need some kinds of collaboration. Collaboration is a key to success. We cannot do everything by ourselves. We need to have collaboration to make it better. So together or collaboration, it's better than single player. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know that Kalimantan especially, Sanjith, we are in East Kalimantan, Kalimantan is the biggest island in Indonesia, We are in Balikpapan, Balikpapan city, We are well known as a city with oil and gas and also mining area in our provinces. And there are still little manufacturer company in East Kalimantan. For manufacturer company, we can find it in Java, but for mining and oil and gas, we can find it in Kalimantan. Based on the research in employee productivity in each sectors, food, this is beverage, and then tomatoes and textile and clothes. Yeah, the most productivity sector is from mining and also oil. Yeah, also oil. This is the most productive sector in Indonesia. Yeah, the most productive sector in Indonesia. Okay. Can I call that we are still young? I feel that I'm still young. We need to worry because what? Because if we see by this data, yeah, total workforce by age, yeah. For example, we are in 20 up to 35 or 34, yeah. Most of the workforce in Indonesia is in our age, yeah. But don't forget, there are 15%, yeah, the workforce that the age more than 60 still exists in the work area. It means that we should increase our ability, our skill, and also our motivation, yeah, so that we can exist, yeah, we can perform until in the end of our retirement. And this is the most important, I think, for us, yeah, how to level up your career, ya. Jadi teman-teman semuanya, jadi kita perlu khawatir karena usia yang ada di dunia kerja ini yang di atas 60 tahun banyak sekali gitu ya, banyak sekali, dan mereka masih bisa tetap eksis. Nah, kalau 60 tahun ini belum pensiun, artinya kesempatan kerja kita diambil oleh orang-orang yang sudah tua ini. Nah, bagaimana agar kita bisa tetap terus bersaing, karena orang-orang yang di umur 60 tahun ini tetap menjadi kompetitor kita di dunia kerja gitu. Maka yang harus kita lakukan adalah kita harus aware terhadap teknologi, terhadap peningkatan keterampilan dan sebagainya. Dan ingat, orang-orang yang saat ini di umur 60 tahun ini, mereka tidak dididik dengan teknologi sebelumnya. Mereka tidak belajar teknologi dengan sebelumnya. Tetapi di masa-masa tua mereka, di mana teknologi internet ini sudah berkembang pesat dalam 15 tahun terakhir, mereka terus bisa menyesuaikan. Nah, kita yang sejak awal lebih mengenal teknologi, maka kita harus bisa memberikan perform yang lebih baik begitu. Nah, kemudian apa bagi saudara yang sekarang ini sudah bekerja atau saudara yang nanti mau masuk dunia kerja, kita perlu ingat beberapa hal untuk meningkatkan karir kita di dunia kerja. Sorry, Sanjith, I will deliver in bahasa ya. Oke, teman-teman semuanya, hari ini tidak hanya mahasiswa dari Universitas Mulia saja yang bergabung dalam simposium ini, tetapi siswa-siswa dari MA Anur Samarinda dan juga LP3I Balikpapan juga bergabung untuk bersama-sama kita belajar tentang teknologi, produktivitas, dan juga karir ya, karir. 4 hal yang sangat penting di sini. Yang pertama adalah yang perlu adik-adik ingat, adik-adik perlu meningkatkan upgrade skill ya, keterampilan. Kita belajar saat ini, tetapi yang kita hadapi adalah masa depan yang itu akan senantiasa terus berubah. Perubahan itu yang tidak bisa kita pastikan karena banyak faktor yang mempengaruhi, faktor sosial, faktor teknologi, faktor lingkungan, kebijakan pemerintah, hukum, dan sebagainya. Itu semuanya mempengaruhi kebutuhan-kebutuhan akan dunia kerja. Maka mau gak mau kita dihadapkan pada situasi yang harus senantiasa siap sedia dan harus selalu belajar, sehingga apa, keterampilan kita terus bertambah. Selain punya keterampilan, itu saja tidak cukup adik-adik. Saudara harus berani pada saat di tempat kerja dan saudara harus menjadi bagian dari setiap permasalahan. Maka di sini saya menyebutnya dengan part of solution. Ya. Part of solution ini adalah saudara selalu menjadi yang pertama untuk memberikan solusi-solusi alternatif pada setiap kebutuhan perusahaan, pada setiap masalah-masalah yang dihadapi. Latihannya dari kapan? Ya sejak saat ini. Saudara ditempa di sekolah, ditempa di kampus, ya kan, dengan mengerjakan tugas-tugas dan sebagainya, itu melatih kemampuan analisis saudara, kemampuan komunikasi saudara, sehingga pada saat di tempat kerja nanti saudara punya keberanian ya untuk tampil, untuk menjadi bagian dari solusi perusahaan. Nah, menjadi bagian dari solusi saja tidak cukup adik-adik. Berikutnya saudara harus menjadi yang pertama. Ingat, yang tidak terlupakan, unforgettable is the first, ya. Yang tidak akan pernah terlupakan itu adalah yang pertama. Jadi yang pertama itu akan selalu yang diingat. Maka saudara harus menjadi yang pertama dalam melakukan semuanya yang terbaik. Nah, pada saat ketiga-tiganya itu sudah saudara dapatkan semuanya, keterampilan dapat, saudara berperan aktif dalam bagian dari solusi perusahaan, kemudian saudara bisa menjadi yang pertama. Yang paling penting ini adalah integrity. Integrity ini kaitannya dengan karakter-karakter saudara, kejujuran, kedisiplinan, attitude yang baik, ini menjadi hal yang penting. Sepintar apapun saudara nanti, setinggi apapun jabatan saudara nanti, pada saat saudara tidak punya integrity, pada saat saudara tidak punya kejujuran, maka semuanya itu akan sia-sia. Ingat, kita ini adalah manusia sebagai makhluk sosial, kita bukan robot, ya kan? Dimana kita punya perasaan, kita punya harga diri dan sebagainya. Maka tunjukkanlah kemanusiaan itu di tempat kerja dengan memberikan apa? Memberikan integritas yang baik. Nah, kalau 4 hal ini sudah saudara pegang, saya yakin saudara nanti akan menjadi calon-calon pemimpin masa depan yang bisa membawa negara kita menjadi lebih baik lagi dan bersaing khususnya di Asia dan juga di dunia. Adik-adik semuanya, oke. Itu dari sekilas dari saya ya, dan saya yakin apapun ketidakmungkinan yang saudara bayangkan saat ini itu semua nanti akan menjadi mungkin kalau saudara yakin. Maka yang pertama kali harus saudara lakukan adalah saudara harus yakin dengan kemampuan saudara sendiri, sehingga apa? Saudara bisa meyakinkan orang lain dan saudara bisa dipercaya untuk mengemban sebuah amanah. Okay, do it right at the first time. Thank you. Thank you, Sanjith. That's a little share from me, yeah. And we will have discussion with the audience, yeah. Sanjith, as I told you before, our audience today not only from university students but also senior high school students, yeah. And before we have discussion, let's we give Mr. Sanjith to deliver about his subject. Mr. Sanjith, please welcome.
Selamat pagi, assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, Sanjith, how can I say selamat pagi in India?
Namaste.
Namaste. Oh, namaste Sanjith. Yeah.
So I have been very lucky visit Bali for a conference which Universitas Budaya I attended. That is where I met Linda Fauziyah and many more of other people who are so enthusiastic about something good, or you're doing that which is not still existing in this world. So that is where your heart and soul gets poured into a product or the idea. And to give you a brief about how the innovators or the innovations came to us very fast is, as Dr. Linda was telling, the COVID pandemic time. You could see that COVID pandemic time entirely disrupted the whole market. We never thought that we would get something like COVID. We were all just happy and going through our life, and suddenly the COVID hit us. But after the COVID hit us, did we stop? That is the question I ask. Did we stop? It's been 2 years that COVID has it. Did anything stop? Did your studies stop? Or did your parents' working stop? Not much of the things changed. Why not much of the things changed? Because we were innovators. We wanted to just move forward. We didn't want to just sit there and idolize ourselves, telling that, oh my God, pandemic has come, we can't do anything, we are all going to die. We didn't do that. We started progressing on what it can be done. We started getting ourselves masks. We started putting new internet connections to our homes. We started using Zoom meetings. We started using the Google meetings. We started getting globally connected. To be frank, before COVID, we were just globally connected. Look at this meeting, what is held right now. I'm sitting in my room in India, and you guys are sitting at your homes, your universities, and we're still able to interact. How is this happening? This is happening because of the technology. Because some innovator thought that, let me connect these people together. Let me make the whole group one family. What we call in India is Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. That means the whole world is one family. So this was a cliche till the COVID hit us. After COVID, I agree we are all one. Because it is just a snap of moments away for me to just hug a call with Linda in Indonesia and ask her for any advice I want. Or it is just one call from Indonesia to India to ask any advice from me. So that's how connected we are, and that is the power of innovation. I hope I got you into what the innovation and what this talk would be with. So before I start, I would like to give you a disclaimer. You will not see a lot of words or a lot of letters in my presentation.
Mas, suaranya nggak jelas, Mas.
So I advise you to pay attention to what
Ini mantul-mantul
you
soalnya.
can feel free to stop me at any point, and if you have any doubts at any point, just feel free. And I understand that there are a lot of people from senior high school, and it's very good for you to be in this presentation, because I hope when I was writing, someone told me this. So please pay attention. So the topic, we the innovators. What happened to me was, I was a very ignorant student back then. So in my graduation work, in my graduate program, it was for 4 years I was doing electronics and communication. So the first 2 years just went on with the stuff, the college stuff, the books and the friends and all that. I was not just focused much into what I should do or something. Okay, I just selected a subject, so I was just there and I thought, okay, maybe Gowda. That was the attitude what I had, and that is the bad attitude to have towards children. So when this was going on for 1.5 year in my college, then something beautiful happened. I started understanding how easy the technology is. There was a small competition in my college, so I enrolled for the competition. And basically for attending that competition, I had to, build something out of my own. So I started researching the Google. I started to my phone. So what I did was I just started exploring more of Android and how the phone interacts with the other world around us. See, whenever I'm talking all these words, it might look very difficult to you, but trust me, it's very easy. There is something called MIT App Inventor in Google. You can get it. So that app inventor, that's a very creative way of programming. You just need to drag and drop the snippets of what the program looks like. So basically, you need to just start understanding the logic. So I got my phone into this RC car environment, and I started controlling my RC car with phone. So what I used to do is I used to take my phone and do like this, and the car used to go around my room. So this is where it got in more confidence to me that okay, these things can be done. So when I had learned all these Arduino, Bluetooth, and C programming, and at the end when I decided that I'll learn a bit of Android to understand how the phone communicates to the external world, my skills got added. So this is what is very important, not only for engineers but everyone, is that you have to keep learning these skills. Just think that this is my skill circle. So this skill circle should always keep expanding. I'm not telling you just learn one thing 100%. I'm telling you learn as much as you can. Learn how much ever your heart wants. Learn that much. So when this project was entirely completed, I took it to my professor in college and I showed, sir, I did this. What do you think? He was very amazed to see that, okay, this is something very good. I probably he wouldn't have seen it before. So he was like, this is probably very good. What else can you do? Can you make something more like this was a toy, right? So he was like, can you make something more product level or more something which is useful humanly? So then I went back to home and I started thinking, okay, what else can be done? And as a very lazy person, I always hate to go and turn on the switch for light or fan, anything. So that made me think always that okay, why can't I have something like, if I just tell the light to turn on, it should turn on, or why can't I turn on the light using my phone? See, whatever I'm talking is about around 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, we didn't have the smart home technology or anything. It was very meager. So I started thinking in that terms. And those of you who have seen Marvel, Avengers, all those movies, and whoever are the fan of Iron Man, so I always had that essence of that Iron Man capability where he can just talk to the Jarvis and get his things done using the robotic arms, and all the lights are automated in his home. So that is what I always had in my mind. So I thought, okay, let me make a smart switch. So to make a smart switch, I bought a basic plug, whatever is available in the market, and started exploring around that plug. So to make the whole plug system smart, you have to put a Wi-Fi to it. The Wi-Fi which connects to the internet, and that internet which is connected to your phone. So when you turn on something on your phone, a message goes to the cloud, and from there to the bulb, and the bulb turns on. So for that, I had to learn something called IoT. The IoT name is very familiar right now, but back then it was very rare to hear IoT. So to learn IoT, I started spending some time on devices like ESP and etc. etc. Again, who was my teacher here? It was just Google. So just I never had someone to come and teach to me telling that okay, this is the IoT, this is the plug. No, the Google was a teacher. As a very great man said, for a seeker, the teacher is always there. So when you need to learn something, you have a lot of media right now to learn. So learning IoT was not very hard for me. Because of Google, I understood how the protocols work, how the Wi-Fi works, and then within some time, the plug was developed, and I gave it to my professor. Professor was very happy. He told this is something great, and what happened at that point was my skill circle started to grow more. You can see the skills circle always expands because once you learn something, you can't forget it. You already have it in your mind, so it will always stay. So when this was done, there was a very interesting episode what happened in my college. See, till now it was a lot of a technical jargon, but I'll get into how innovators think or how a person who wants to do something new thinks. What happened was, there is a bell in your college or school. There is a bell which rings every hour, which tells you that your class is over. So everyone, like even in India, everyone has a bell in their campuses. So even our college had a bell. So when the professor approached us, he was like, there is some problem with the bell system. Can you repair it? We thought, okay, let me repair it. And we went to the office, we removed the bell system. The bell system was this big, it's very huge bell system. And when we opened in that, there was very large circuits, and it looked very complex for us when we saw that. The main problem there was that whole system was damaged. And to repair that, just to repair the whole bell system, it was costing them around 13,000 in your currency. It would be around 2 million. Yeah, to just repair the bell system, the bell company was asking 2 million to just repair it. So it was very I got very confused seeing that okay, 2 million for just repairing it is not advisable. So I thought, let me make a system like that. So I went back to my class. I spoke to my friends. I got 3 friends who were interested to do this. I brought them back. We sat together and we discussed. Okay, let's see. They're asking 2 million for just repairing that bell. Probably that bell costs around 5 million or something. So let's make a bell within $500,000. How is it? We just make one bell within $500,000, which is small, which is easy to use, and which is easy to service, and we install it there so that they don't have any dependency on the other bells. So we all came together, we discussed this, and we went and proposed it to our teacher, telling that we are going to make this bell. He was very happy. And the main constraint for this bell was the money. So this what you see is Indian rupaya. That is a symbol of it. So the main concern of this bell was money. We had to build this within $500,000. And we had to make it as smart as possible. So the bell should be controlled by your phone, and the bell should automatically understand which day it is. Is it holiday? Is it normal day? Is it an exam day, or is it a Saturday where it should just ring till 12 o'clock? All these things was considered. We started writing the requirements, basic requirements for how the bell should work, and we started doing the bell. Now, the interesting thing what you should observe here is we didn't do something other than what is there in the skill circle. We didn't learn something new there. We just applied whatever is there in the skill circle. We just started applying that. That's it. So when you have a skill circle, you can put that skill back to use. This is a very good example. And within 2 to 3 weeks, our bell was developed. We had the whole system, the bell was connected to it, and there we 3D printed the circuit, the casing, and we printed the circuit for the bell. All the embedded engineering was done just by us 3 people, and then the coding was done in the Arduino. All and the relays were connected. All that was done, and since I understood how the Android phone works, we connected our bell to Android phone also, and the whole system was ready, and we placed it in our office. And we replaced that 5 million rupaya bell, whatever the huge bell was. We removed it and we placed our bell. Our bell was very small; it was just this much. So we placed that in our office, and till today, it is still functioning absolutely all right. Not even once we got an issue, not even once I got a call from my college telling that this bell has some issue with it. Nothing. That is the integrity what we build into our systems. That is the integrity what we should build into our ideas. We have to produce long-lasting products. If we are just thinking that we'll just copy something which is existing and trying to reproduce it fast, it just becomes another China product. That is what we should aim for. So this product, whatever is installed in my college, it's been around 6 years and it still works today. This is something what I am very proud of, that we developed something like that. So when it was installed, we gave it access to the cloud, and it started understanding what the date is. For example, if there is a government holiday, if there is a national holiday, the bell understood that it is a national holiday, and it didn't ring that day. So all that capabilities when we were putting, I started exploring something called Stack Overflow. So whoever is interested in technology in this conversation, in this meeting, the Stack Overflow is a very good platform for us innovators to go and discuss. You won't find technology over there. You will find innovators there. There is a lot of people who love to help each other. So they go there, they whatever the problem they get, they text each other, and they try to solve problems. They try to solve problems helping each other. So what happens in this community is you learn a lot from other people, and you teach a lot from to other people. So this kind of community Stack Overflow, or there might be many more communities to it, is where we need to also focus. So any doubts you have, you can always go to Reddit, post your question there, wait for some time, someone will reply. And whenever you have free time, go through Reddit or Stack Overflow or such kind of discussion platforms and see what kind of questions you can answer. So this will develop your skill set, this will develop your mind, it will get more matured in how we answer the questions or how we ask the questions. So when this bell was entirely completed, you can see my skill set started growing more and more. So when this bell was so successful, then my professor came back to me and he told, let us go to another step forward in making things more smarter. We wanted to make something called smart classroom. This was before COVID pandemic. So smart classroom was something where you went to a class, you sat, and the professor comes in and he doesn't take attendance. There's a camera placed near the board. The camera takes a picture of the whole class, and the attendance is automatically submitted. So that was the project structure what we had in mind. But looking at that complex project, like the skill set what I had here was not sufficient, and the team what I had with 3 people was not sufficient. So I went around my college asking for help. I was like, guys, let's do this new project. Help me, and all. So what happened was, not many people turned out, but few more, around 5 people, we made a team, and each one had a different skill circle. I might have a skill circle like this, my friend might have a different skill circle. So at the end of the day, what happened was the skill circles combined. So we got into much more skills than what I had. We got into wireless camera, we got into open source, we got into MATLAB, we got into vision, we got into AI, we got into GitHub. So this is how your skill set will grow. Your skill set will grow just by not you. The skill set will grow by using the help of other people. In this skill circle, there were a lot of things which was taught to me by my friends, and there was a lot of things which I taught to them. So when you have a very solid skill structure, you can make a very good product, you can make a very good innovation. So that an example for that was, we completed this project in our college, and this became my final year thesis in graduation. It was working so nicely that we placed a camera near the door, and whoever is coming inside the class, the attendance was taken, at what second, at what minute, and what day the person entered, the attendance was taken. And the same camera used to observe everyone inside the class, and if any in the class, if any part of the class was empty, that part lights used to turn on, and if a person was occupied there, the light used to turn on. So the whole class was converted into the smart class, and the demo smart class is available in our college. After 6 years, they didn't destroy it; it's still there. And what happens when you develop a product like this is, you can't develop something within 1 or 2 years. Any idea, may it be engineering, may it be finance, or may it be management, any idea cannot be done like this. The prototype can be done faster, but to make it into the product, it takes time. So this is what I never understood. Whatever I did was always prototype. If you want to make it a product, you have to already, when you are doing your idea, you have to already think that, okay, this idea might take around 5 years, and for that 5 years, you should be available, and the resources should be available, and with that, you need to have, the people around you who helps you throughout the 5 years. I'll come to that later on, where I explain about what is a product life cycle, what is the idea, how do you ideate. Coming back, once you have all the skill set, what is required, I'm not telling I know 100 things, I just know few things, just 10 or 15 things. But with just 10 or 15 things, what you can do is tremendous. It's like limitless. The ideas, what you can get, the things, what you can implement in your country or in your system is entirely, you will not even have an idea of number of ideas you can get. With just the same skills, you can develop many things. For an engineer perspective, I'm telling, with all these skills, what I spoke till now, you can do lot more things than what I did. You can do smart irrigation, you can do smart agriculture, you can do smart homes, you can get smart energy, you can get green energy, you can make smart vigilante throughout your city, you can make smart watches, you can make robots, you can build your industries with more of connectivity, you can get more better drones, automated drones you can start growing clients at your own home with smart capsule kind of things, and it's just limitless of the ideas you can get. So what is very important is building your skill set, coming back to it. So, may it be engineering, may it be economics, may it be management. What is your skill? Your skill might be talking, your skill might be making notes, your skill might be making people understand what you have inside your head. All these are skills. So, making your skills circle bigger and bigger will give you more and more opportunities like this. So, this was my story of what was my experience, how I got into innovating. After this part, I never stopped. I just went on increasing my skill circle, and it went on for a lot of years. I worked in aerospace domain. I was trying to innovate a lot of products there, and then I went to medical industry. There were a lot of smart product which was coming, and after that I settled down in automotive industry, where right now I'm building smart bikes which are totally electric. So I'm not just talking about bikes which are very slow. I'm talking about bikes which can go around 90 kmph speed, and which can go up to 250 kilometers in one charge, with bikes like that. So when you are talking, when all this is very relevant when you're in college, but when you get out of the college, there is a bigger life. What do you do there? Your product or your idea, you can't just sell it with prototype. You need to build it completely. So how do you build it completely is what I'm gonna show you in a couple of few slides next. That is called product life cycle. Understanding product life cycle is very important when you want to innovate anything. So product, like how we have a life cycle. We have child, we have adult, we have teen, we have pre-adult, and we have adult, we have old age. Even an idea or a product, whatever you're seeing in the market today, has a similar kind of product life cycle. The idea is born, it starts maturing, it becomes teen, it becomes adult, it grows into a bigger person, and at the end of that, after a long time, it actually dies. So you can see there's a lot of ideas around us which are already trying to die. For example, radio, the televisions, what we had earlier, the big televisions, what we had earlier, all that had a product's life cycle, but right now it slowly starts dying because new products come in. That's how it's very similar to a human life, even the product life. So in product life, the very important thing is something called ideate. What is ideate is very simple. What is your idea? So here I want to interact with you guys. I want to tell you how easy it is to get an idea. How many of you have want to be an entrepreneurs in your life, who want to make your own companies? You can raise your hands. Who want to build their own company, or who want to make innovations?
Ya, Pak Sanjith tanya, di antara kalian siapa yang
Linda,
pengen?
I think you can translate this question.
Yes. Can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? Bisa dengar suara saya.
Hello.
Halo. Can you hear? Sanjith.
Am I audible?
Can you hear my voice?
Hello.
Yes. Sorry, Sanjith.
Hello.
Can you hear my voice?
Can you hear my voice?
Nggak bisa kalau
Yes, Linda. I just wanted you to translate my question to the audience.
Halo. Halo Sanjith.
How many of them want to be an entrepreneur, or how many of them want to build something new, want to be an innovator?
Halo.
Halo.
Pak, ini pakai laptop saya nggak jelas. Halo. 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 Cek.
Linda, you cannot.
Yeah, wait.
No.
I got a technical problem here. Matikan dulu, Mas. Off langsung off, matikan remote. Sorry, we have a technical problem here. Jadi begini, Pak Sanjith ini tanya, ada nggak di antara kalian ini yang punya cita-cita mau jadi pengusaha, mau bangun perusahaan sendiri? Coba angkat tangan, raise your hand. Kalau ada logo, oke, Nazamuddin. Yang lainnya? Oh, banyak. We have so many audience that they want to have a private company. And I'm sure they're inspired with your story today. Six people want to have a private company. Gali, do you want to have interaction with them, Sanjith?
I'll be coming back to that. So guys, I can see that there are a lot of
you want to have interaction with them, with the audience?
Yes, Linda, just give me a second. I'll let you.
Sorry.
So as I can see right now, a lot of people who are raising their hands telling that they want to be innovators, they want to have their own company. You have that passion towards building something new. How do you ideate? Like, what is that idea you get? So for the simple exercise we'll do, this is open for all the people who are participating. So let's give it some time to make new ideas. Just new ideas, random ideas. No one is going to judge you. No one is going to laugh at you, your ideas. But I'll tell you how easy it is to make an idea. You can see on the screen, there are a couple of snippets. There is a car, there is agriculture, there is a speaker, there is medical industry, there is food, there is airplane, cycle, there is a watch, and there is a phone. What you have to do is try to combine how many other of the things you want and try to create a new idea. I'll give you an example. I can see a bicycle here, I can see a smartwatch here. I'll combine it and I'll tell you, whenever I am cycling, I want to see the speed on my watch. Got it? So this is an exercise for every one of you. You can raise hands and tell me a new idea. Combine these things, 1, 2, 3, or if you want to combine all the 9 of it, it's okay. Combine the things and come up with a new idea. Linda, I think you can translate this and we can start the interaction.
Ya, dari gambar-gambar yang ada di sini, silakan kalian bisa mengkombinasikan kira-kira bidang apa yang ingin kalian kembangkan.
Boleh pilih 2 atau 3? Ya, boleh pilih 2 atau 3? Sudah? Okay, I think they have choose.
Come again, Linda?
I think they have choose. Based on the picture. They have choose for the picture. For creating the idea.
Okay, you can tell me that. You can unmute and you can tell me that. Just choose a picture. Try to combine 2 things and make a new idea. Like I told, there is a cycle, there is a watch here. I'm combining that. I'm making a new idea. I'm telling, so I'm riding the cycle, I could see my watch. So something like that. How to combine this and get a new idea.
Yes, I got it. Kita sedang diajak untuk berimajinasi,
membayangkan kira-kira ide apa yang bisa kita buat dengan mengkombinasikan beberapa gambar di sini. Misalnya sepeda dengan jam,
makanan atau apa, kira-kira idenya apa? Boleh diaktifkan kameranya, nanti saya akan panggil namanya. Halo? Boleh? Can I call the audience? Sure, okay. Fahrizal, Nanda Aprilia. Could you turn on your camera, please? Halo Farizal. Are you there? Farizal sama Nanda Aprilia. Boleh tahu dari mana ini? Gak apa-apa, nanti kamu bahasa Indonesia saja. Ada Kak Rizal sama Nanda Aprilia. Oh sorry, sebentar. Mas, ini audiens boleh dibuka dulu speakernya. Okay, please for a moment, Sanjith, our technician will open for the microphone access for the audience.
Sure.
Sanjith, we just know, I just know that the firstly you do not like with IoT and it's hard for you to learn, but I really appreciate you. You can create something innovation in technology. That's great. Jadi
That's to be frank, because we are so connected right now that Google knows everything.
Yeah.
We just need to have very good. The idea is what matters.
Yeah.
So once you start getting that idea how to ideate, it becomes very simple after that.
Yeah.
But after that, what stops you is how to get into the product that will come to you.
Yeah.
It's very hard process.
I agree with you. Okay. Nanda Aprilia, boleh diaktifkan kameranya dulu Mbak Nanda. Kayaknya Pak Sanjith pengen kenalan juga ini. Ya Pak Sanjith ini milenial juga loh, sama dengan kita. Pak Sanjith ini masih 27 tahun dan dia sudah 3 tahun sebagai Deputy Manager R&D di Electric Company. Jadi sejak umur 24 dia udah jadi manajer. Tadi diceritakan bahwa Pak Sanjith ini awalnya tidak membuat sistem, tapi dia dapat proyek-proyek di sekolah, di kampusnya untuk memperbaiki barang yang rusak sampai dia bisa digunakan gitu. Nah dari situ akhirnya dia banyak belajar, banyak sharing dengan teman-temannya, kemudian dia belajar dari banyak orang dan dia juga berbagi dengan banyak orang, yang itu akhirnya membuat dia lebih memahami bidang yang dia geluti sekarang, yaitu dalam bidang teknologi. Ya, Sanjith, you say that you learn a lot from other people and you share a lot to other people. Yeah, it makes you growing more and more in day by day. That's very nice. Mbak Nanda, halo. Mbak Nanda, we cannot hear the voice.
Linda, you can ask them to put it in the chat box. That's fine. I can call out the name and tell what is the idea.
Dituliskan di kolom chat. Nah, boleh tadi yang katakan Mas Farizal sama Mbak Nanda ini. Apa kira-kira idenya? Atau yang dari MA Anu ini, kalian punya ide apa ini? Perusahaan apa yang ingin kalian inginkan? Diajarin caranya menyusun, mendapatkan ide itu dari mana sih? Kalian bisa bayangkan di sini. Oke, dari Muhammad Nazamuddin.
So here, one of your friends is telling medical plus technology. Example, can you read this out and translate to me?
Yeah, this is the first company in Indonesia that produce the specific medicine for cancer and others.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, you guys can start putting your ideas over there. So there might be many things which people have done already. Try to think something which is not done. Linda, this exercise is even for you. You can also, plug any of these ideas what you see on the screen and come up with something new right now.
Okay. Kalian boleh ambil ide, kalau memang nggak ada digambar di situ, kalian boleh pilih ide apapun itu, kira-kira apa yang ingin kalian wujudkan. Silakan boleh dituliskan di kolom box, boleh dalam bahasa Indonesia juga. Pak Sanjith ini ternyata sama dengan kita ya. Dia suka bongkar-bongkar remote control. Ya, Sanjith, you used to remake the remote control in a young age.
Ya.
Sampai akhirnya kemudian dia bisa melakukan inovasi, dan inovasi itu betul-betul dilakukan dengan segenap hati dan jiwanya, until you create the innovation, with your heart and soul. In many times you say that you make innovation with your heart and soul, and you get your productivity. Dengan inovasi itu akhirnya Pak Sanjith ini merasa bahwa dia sudah produktif di situ. Jadi yang penting semuanya itu dikerjakan dengan hati dan jiwa, atau dikerjakan dengan sungguh-sungguh. Oke, ada lagi yang mau share tentang idenya? Sanjith, maybe you can share to Muhammad Nazamuddin. What should Nazamuddin do so that they can make his dream comes true? Especially to make innovation in medicine and technology. Or it's such students of pharmacy. Students of pharmacy. Maybe you can give a suggestion for Nazamuddin.
Muhammad Nazamuddin, I had worked in a medical company for more than a year, and if you know what is dialysis, the person with a kidney problem will go into dialysis. So we used to make dialysis machine which is accessible for everyone. Like you can take the dialysis machine, come to your home, and you can do the dialysis yourself. So this is just an example. There I understood that the medical industry has a lot of potential. So if you want to, like you have told in the chat box, you want to mix medicine plus technology, this has a very huge amount of potential, because you saw COVID itself, right? So in COVID, what happened? Did we go to doctors? We used to talk to doctors in our phones. We used to chat with the doctors and take medicines, right? And in India, what happens is people stopped going to medical pharmacies. The medicines have been delivered to their homes, to their doorsteps. So that is the potential of technology when it gets clubbed into the medicine. But what happens here is Nazamuddin, is in medical industry you have to be very careful when you ideate something. So if you want to open your own company, you have to think 500 times more than opening a normal company, because it is a matter of lives. That is the first point. And once you have your idea very precise, and you have your all the regulations in place, the best thing what you can do is go to competition. Because when you go to a competition like entrepreneurship competitions, there are a lot of entrepreneurship competitions throughout the world. You can attend online like this. So whenever you're going to an entrepreneurship competition, when people see that medical industry is involved, they will listen to you, because medical industry is a very serious industry. It's an industry which makes a lot of money. I'm not kidding. It makes a lot of money. So whenever you go with an idea, it's very easy for a medical industry to go to an entrepreneurship competitions, and you will easily get the fundraisers. And apart from that, how do you design a product? Is medicine is something which is very close to human. Okay, without phone I can survive, but when I have some disease, without medicine we will die. So medicine becomes very important. So any medical and technology related things you want to go to to the market, you should always think human in your mind. You should always think your target audience. Now, for example, in India, there's something what are already done. I'm trying to tell you. In India, there is a very less amount of people who are going to hospitals. People we video chat to our doctors directly in our phones, and then doctor will prescribe medicine in the phone itself, and any lab test is there, he'll prescribe in the phone, and I can still order a lab test to my home. People will come to my home, collect my samples, go to their lab, test and give reports online. That's how the technology and medicine have clubbed together. And once I get the report, again I don't go to doctor. I send this report to my doctor through WhatsApp. She will again see, okay, this is what is wrong. She will send the medicine, whatever the prescription, through WhatsApp. I send that prescription to another drugstore near to me. He will come to my home and give it. So this is how the technology has entirely translated the medical industry. This will become more and more Nazamuddin. This will become to an extent where you don't have to move out of your house. In fact, I'll tell you, this will go to an extent where you don't have to even, call a doctor. There'll be sensors all around your body. I'm telling you, next for 50 years, there'll be sensors all around your body, which will keep reading your vitals. And if you have something wrong, that data directly goes to your doctor. From doctor directly goes to pharmaceutical, and like you won't even know that there is a medicine in your home. Your phone will tell, go take that medicine. So that level of medical industry is going to come. So always when you have any idea on medical and technology, please go ahead for it. There is a lot of market and it is never ending. I hope, Nazamuddin, you would be an age of 23, 24?
21, sir.
Yeah, see, that's what. You are in a very perfect age, because once you start innovating, ideating, you have still a lot more to go. So what I suggest you is always think for at least of 20 years ahead. Don't think for 10 years or 5 years. Think what might happen next 20 years. That is where you can start bringing your idea into picture. Because if you think for next 5 years, your idea might be expired after 5 years. But if you think for 20 years, to develop your idea into product, it will take 5 years. And you still have 15 years to market and get it into the people. So always think of 50 years. If you want to have more insight about how the technology and the medicine field interacts to each other, I would recommend you watch Yugoslava Harari videos on YouTube. He's a very good thinker. He's from Israel. He has written a very beautiful book called Sapiens and Homo Deus. So you can write his name down. His name is Yugoslava Harari. So if you are a book reader, please do read Homo Deus. He talks about how human will start cheating death after 50 years. He'll talk about how medical field will grow to an extent where people will stop dying. So if you want to understand how the technology and the medicine interacts, I recommend you watch his videos. I hope I gave you some insights, Nazamuddin.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. And Nanda has given one example. Can you tell me what it is?
Saya nggak bisa ngomong ini di situ. Unmute dulu. Oke. Halo. Nggak bisa dengar.
Hello. Nanda has given
Nggak bisa dengar.
explanation here.
Halo. Nggak bisa dengar, Pak.
Hello.
Bisa dengar, Pak.
Linda, you're audible.
Halo.
Am I audible to you?
Gambar saya juga nggak ada loh di situ. Halo.
Hello.
Can you hear my voice, Sanjith?
Yes, Linda, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Thank you, Sanjith.
Can you hear me, Linda?
No. Hello. Can you hear my voice?
I can hear your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terima kasih. Thank you for the
Thank you for the explanation for the
Nazamuddin
Nazamuddin or
Yeah.
Nazaruddin.
Next is
Yeah.
Nanda.
Next is Nanda. Nanda, maybe do you want to have a direction with Mr. Sanjith?
Nanda?
Nanda
Nanda
want to have a company that recycle the rubbish.
So
So
they want to create the technology that can
recycle the rubbish
to be
to be a product useful.
That's nice. So, Nanda, if you're hearing me, this is a very beautiful idea which you recycle, because the human population on this planet is very huge and the waste we create is very huge. You probably know it. So, the raw materials eventually will start depleting in our planet. So, always we have to think about how do we recycle things. So what you are telling, the idea is absolutely very good, but how do you go about this idea? What exactly you want to recycle is very important. You can't just tell that you need to recycle all the waste. You can't do that. You have to precisely tell, I want to recycle plastics, or I want to recycle electronics, or I want to recycle paper bags, like that. So when you have a pinpoint precision on what is that you want to recycle, you can do a basic research. You can take what are the wastes what human is creating, and you can see which has the most potential. According to the research what I have done in the waste industry, the most potential waste recycle is with our raw materials like minerals, the what do you tell, the basic minerals, for example the electronics. So electronic recycle has a very high potential in the market, because you can get aluminum, silicon, gold, silver, lot of stuff out of that. And what this helps us is also that you can always get this back to the market. Instead of always mining and wasting our resources in the planet, you can always recycle this and get out of the market. So yeah, Nanda, you can, the best thing what you have to do is try to do a bit of research on what is the best way to, what is the best uh, material which has potential to recycle. From there, you start seeing on how how the material should be recycled. What is the process? After that, you will automatically get an idea of how to go forward from it. That's always there. That's actually a good idea, Nanda.
Thank you, Sanjith.
Thank you, Sanjith.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
I can see mobile terbang means, Linda?
Hello, Sanjith.
Hello, Sanjith.
Yes, Linda. Are you able to hear me?
Okay. Next question
Okay,
is from
next
audience.
question is from audience. According to you, Sanjith, is it possible for us to make a car flying in the sky?
Hey, that is possible. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Just club two ideas and you have a new idea. That's it. You just club the car, you just club the plane, you have a flying car.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very possible, because when I was working in Safran Aerospace, they had a product with Uber, which was a flying car. And trust me, within two years, that will be released. You can see flying cars in America.
Oh.
That is possible.
We hope to see it soon.
We hope to see it soon.
If the car can fly,
we do not need to
build infrastructure
such
way.
We do not need to build it.
We just need to buy
a car
and make a small what is it? Garage in the top of our house for landing and take off our car.
Yeah. I don't know whether we will be alive to see that, but for sure our kids will be having a garage like that.
Jadi mungkin sekalian nanti
Jadi mungkin sekalian nanti mobil-mobil itu bisa
berterbangan
berterbangan di atas kita ya, asal ada catatannya. Kalian nggak boleh lagi bikin jemuran di atas rumah, karena di atas rumah nanti bakal jadi landasan pesawat biar bisa dia terbang dan landing gitu ya. Jadi parkiran nanti di atas semuanya gitu ya. Semoga nanti kita bisa melihat mimpi itu semuanya terwujud ya. Oke, yang mau bangun rumah berarti udah siap-siap di atas rumah, nanti dibuat dicor aja ya,
nggak usah dikasih genteng
ya. Jadi nanti buat taruh mobil-mobil kalian bisa terbang di atas rumah gitu.
Sanjith,
I told to the audience, if they want to have a car flies,
I suggest them
do not dry their clothes on top. because
in their house
it will be the garage for car to take off and landing. Okay, that's just for a joke.
And the next question
is
what is it?
Okay,
they
want to make a technology in a tailor technology to cutting hair maybe or robot
something like
that.
Yeah, see, this is what I like about talking about innovation, you know, it's like the brain goes so wild. I think everyone are listening to me. When we start doing the innovation process, the brain goes so wide, and that is a kind of high which is created in our brain, because when you are looking from your ancestors, the ancestor of us used to be in the forest, right? So the ancestors used to hunt. Now to hunt, you can't, the human is so weak that you can't just go and grab a lion like this. You can't do that. You need tools, you need knife, you need arrow. That is innovation what they did. So what happened to our ancestor was, they had to innovate to survive. So they started innovating. When you started innovating throughout the generations, I'm not just talking about 100 years, I'm talking about millions of years. I'm talking about Neanderthals. So throughout the years when you were innovating, our brain wires are in such a way that once you start innovating, you will not stop. You will start liking that process, because that ideas goes wild. That starts to get in our small child, what we have in our head, he starts to come out, he starts to pop out. So the idea what you're talking about, like, you know, having your own salon at home. You have an helmet, you keep it on your head, and your haircut is done. You have a mask, you just wear it, and your beard is trimmed. It can be an idea someday. It can come out. So whenever you are thinking about idea, you know, just don't stop anywhere. Go as wild as you can. Just think about anything. It can be possible. Just tell me one thing, Linda. When you go talk to your grandparents, if they're there, just ask them, did you ever think that a mobile phone would come?
Sorry.
They will tell no.
Mobile phone?
If you go talk to your grandparents, and ask them, did you ever think that a mobile phone would come? They will tell no. They wouldn't have even imagined of a mobile phone. They wouldn't have even imagined of an electric car. They wouldn't have even imagined of wireless communication, AI, augmented reality. All this was a wild idea before 50 years. It was wild. If I tell that I have a phone, I can call someone, I can call Linda in Indonesia, people would have thought I am mad. Before 50 years.
Yeah.
But now, reality. So whatever thing you are telling right now, the haircut machine, the flying car, it is reality in next 50 years. So always try to go wide. Whatever the ideas you have, don't bother about what people think about idea, but try to embrace that idea. I think you can translate this to the audience.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sanjith.
Yeah. We know that what technology gives to us now is our imagination before. Yeah. It's our imagination before. Yeah.
The next question.
The next question. This is a good question from Andrea. When you are determined to take risks is in running a business using ideas from yourself, but there are some people who steal your ideas. You fail when you face failure. The middle starting business success cannot be realized. What should you do to take the next step if you are stuck in a problem?
Your idea is stealing by
Your
other.
idea is stealing by other. What will you do, Sanjith?
Okay, now when before the idea gets steal, the first thing what you have to do is to protect that idea. No, see, don't think that I am telling something out of the box. It's very important for us to be selfish in this era. Okay, so when you have that selfishness, when you have some groundbreaking idea, see, no one can copy your idea directly. To be frank. Now, how many ideas you have given? Can I just go and start developing that idea? I can't. No one can copy your idea. What people will copy is your prototype. When that idea is about to go to market, they'll copy that. So there are a couple of steps. So I'll come to all the steps. Now, when you have idea and when your prototype is ready, try not to share it to anyone. Don't become over enthusiastic and put it on Instagram. Don't do that. Or don't become over enthusiastic and put it on LinkedIn. Don't put it on Google. Have it with you. Have it in your room. Be ready with that product. Then file a patent. Or at least go to a conference and present your idea so that they know that it is your idea.
Yeah.
The world should know that it is your idea. Like if you can't pay for patent, it is fine. At least present it. Publish it. So the whole world knows that is your idea. The first time that idea came out of your brain, the whole world knows. So after, if at all someone steals and we go to the court or if you go to the jurisdiction, you can easily prove that, see, this is my idea. I had published this in 2022. That's what. So the main reason why I published my papers is for this, to protect my ideas. The main reason, if I feel that this idea is very nice, before I go into the product or before I discuss to people, I'll protect it.
Yeah.
I'll make it a license. I'll put it in GitHub and make it a license. You can do that. Or you can publish the paper. If it is a computer program, you can always buy a license from GitHub. It is free. You can put it in GitHub and you can put your license over there telling that this is my code. Done.
Yeah.
But it's easier to copy the code. So
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that.
Yeah. So
the whole idea
making publication
is important, so that everybody know that our idea is original ya. Jadi kalian kalau punya ide-ide itu jangan dipendam sendiri. Jadi kalau perlu ceritakan ide-ide kalian itu kepada orang lain, sharing kepada orang lain sehingga kalian bisa mewujudkan ide-ide kalian itu.
Okay, that's very nice.
Sanjith, but unfortunately we have a limitation time. Thank you for sharing today. I'm so sorry.
We can arrange for the next agenda. Yeah. Could you give your closing statement and
what is your suggestion for all the audience today?
Yes. I'll just run through a slide. I'll give you the closing statement. So I actually had a lot of more things about proof of concept, the prototype. Probably we can have another session with this. So how the idea is originated, how it goes to the product, we can have that. But at the end, guys, always remember that we can innovate easily. Innovation is not hard. Why I'll tell you, you can see the world around us right now. The world is so connected. The whole globe is so small right now. It is just we are just in the tap of a button just to connect to anyone. So if I want to search anyone, I can search easily in this Google or in the using maps. I can just point out to a factory where I need my product to produce. I can point out to a showroom where I need people to buy my product. It becomes easy. And why it is easy? Because the whole globe is connected. We are all one family right now. It's that easy to innovate. And there are three things what I want every one of you to remember. The one thing is discuss. Always discuss. Discuss your ideas, discuss your views, discuss your philosophies. These are the things. When you sit for discussion, don't talk about people. Don't bitch about people. Discuss something which is important. This is one point. Second point is travel. See new places, meet new people. Because if you are in your own village and own home, your brain is restricted to your room and your home. So go out, meet people. That's how you grow. And just don't go out and travel to take pictures and put it in your Snapchat or put it in your Instagram. Go travel to learn. Go travel to grow. And the last thing is read as much as you can. What COVID-19 taught me, the pandemic taught me, was reading, because I was stuck in my room. This is a room, what you're seeing is my room, and I was stuck here the whole day. What should I do? I started reading. So after reading, my mind changed. And when you read, when you travel, when you discuss, this becomes a repeated cycle. You start growing more and more and more and more. This is how we should always think. So I hope this presentation was very useful for all you guys, and hope to see you next time very soon. And always remember these three things. I think this is the basic thing what made me what I am today. So before I end, I have a small saying from Steve Jobs, the inventor of Apple.
Yeah.
So it's called Crazy Ones. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes. They're not fond of rules. You can glorify, vilify them, but only thing what you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They move the human race forward. And while some of us think that there are crazy ones, we see innovators, we see genius. Because the one who is crazy enough to think that he can change the world are the ones who do. So don't ever be scared to change the world. The world will change if you think you can change.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ya, thank you. The world will change if you are change ya. Jadi dunia ini akan berubah kalau kitanya berubah gitu. Jadi teman-teman, thank you for this nice moment to get inspiration from you, Sanjith. Hope to see you soon in the near future with the other topic ya, with the other topic. Teman-teman semuanya, ini adalah akhir dari pertemuan kita. Terima kasih untuk kebersamaannya hari ini ya. Sampai jumpa di waktu mendatang. Ingat pesan-pesannya Pak Sanjith tadi ya. Learn more from others and share more to others. Thank you. I am Linda Fauziyah. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.
I say Sinta